Good morning, good morning, good morning, my awesome friends. This fairy garden was done a couple of weeks ago, so if you want to go back and look at it, go right ahead. We do Fairy Garden Thursdays every Thursday. We'd love to have you join in with us. You can put up any kind of fairy garden you want, big, small, medium. We don't care what time on Thursday. We don't even care if it's a day late. We only care if we have you here joining in. We're trying to build a fairy community, one fairy lover at a time. So please think about joining in with us. This is one of the fairy gardens I did a few weeks ago. I have lots of fairy gardens, been doing them 9 years. So please come and join us for Fairy Garden Thursday. And also please check out my co-hostesses that I'm sharing with you now. They're all awesome, great channels. This is one of my awesome creators that joins in for Fairy Garden Thursday. She does such beautiful videos every single week and does it on lots of different things. But she is really good at doing Fairy Garden Thursdays and does some great DIY projects. Please go check out her channel and check out what she did this week for Fairy Garden Thursday. And here's another one of my awesome co-hosts that joins in for Fairy Garden Thursday almost every week. And look at the wonderful fairy garden she put together today. Fairy in a teacup. Oh, doesn't that sound wonderful? She is so creative. Please go check over at her channel and see how she put this one together. She does a wonderful job with all kinds of different things on her channels and joins in with lots of other groups also, like Tablescape Tuesday, and that's done on every Tuesday. So please go check out our awesome friend Sandra's Home Decorating and Garden. And here's my awesome last co-hostess, growing on Vancouver Island. She is a wonderful friend and does lots of wonderful things on her channel, like gardening tours, walk around the forest, and my best and most favorite thing she likes to do is Fairy Garden Thursday with me. Oh my gosh, I hope you go and check some of her fairy gardens out. She does a beautiful job on them and does a lot of stories along with them.
I want to put more fairy gardens together and make everything more fuller in this area. So eventually we're going to put a lot more, and I'm going to see if I can't plant some flowers here in the next couple of weeks that are going to be growing up taller behind these containers that I have, and fill up the area behind the chain link fence that I have back here. So we'll see what we can get done and accomplish in a short amount of time. Well, let's get busy and get this fairy garden put together. Well, here is the beginning of my fairy garden. I bought these two little plants here out of my money for this month at Home Depot. And I took cuttings of all these from my own garden of succulents. And this I bought 2 or 3 months ago. So we are doing great. And of course the little white flowers were already in there, so that wasn't a new expense anyway. So the only thing that we spent money on was these 2 little pink plants. Everything else I already owned and have. They're just put in there in their containers so I can take them out and redo them later. So I think we're doing pretty good on a fairy garden for Valentine's. Now let's get busy and put it together. Here's our Valentine's Fairy Garden. What do you think? I thought it turned out pretty good. All our flowers are in pale pink and pink, but our fairy and our fairy accessories are in red and white. Is she not the cutest little fairy you've ever seen? And the cute little bench with all the mushrooms, and the little chair and the little table, and then a little tea set for 2. Oh my gosh, I just love this little setup. I bought it a couple years ago, so nothing's new. the little mushrooms here, and the little bench and the fairy and the little table. I think I bought it last year. And the little mushroom with the tree service, maybe it's 5 or 6 years old. And my house is brand new. And I got it for, I think, $3, I said. The pathway I probably had for a couple of years also. So what do you think? Didn't it turn out cute? This is my Valentine's Fairy Garden. Hope you enjoyed it. And I thought the flowers looked really nice. These almost look like white, but they're pale pink. And I thought they went perfect with the theme of this pink and white plants and the pink and white house with a red heart. And that worked into all the red and white pieces I have. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. I think the most I spent for this whole setup and this fairy garden was under $10. Most everything I already had, or their cut-offs, or grass clippings, of course, are free. So I try to find a lot of things in my garden that don't cost me any money. Well, thank you all for stopping by for Fairy Garden Thursday, and we always enjoy having you over here, and thanks for all your love and support as always.
It's hard finding fairy gardens. At least I think so. I have tried really hard to find the fairy community out there. I don't know where the fairy community is, but I haven't been able to find it. So I've decided to try to start my own fairy community, trying to find awesome creators that like to do fairy gardens, along with other things. We all do something besides fairy gardens, but at least find people that love fairy gardens and how they're put together, and sharing what we've created, and fairy stories. And so if you would like to join in, any Thursday is fine. You can put something big, small, something in the garden, something in the house. We don't care. We don't even care what time you put it up. We don't even care if you're a day late. Just try to join in for Fairy Garden Thursday every Thursday. We'd love to have you join in, but please leave me a comment. Let me know that you left. You put a fairy garden up, for I can go give you a full watch. My dear friends, I don't want to miss any fairy gardens or any fairy lovers out there. Hugs and kisses to you all. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for all your love and support as always. But don't forget, we need your support, and we need to see more fairy gardens.